hiding in the bushes now. Come on now, hit that like button, share and subscribe now. I know you peeping. Welcome to the home of Black Titanic. Grand Rising, everyone. Grand Rising, Yvette Bell. Grand Rising, Beverly Childs. Grand Rising, Miss Eda. Grand Rising, Miss Brown. Grand Rising, Nosy Roses Brown. Hey, good morning. Hey, Grand Rising, everyone. What a beautiful day in the neighborhood. Let me type in my Cash App, you guys. Cash App Black Titanic with a capital B, and it's PayPal, man. Y'all know I got the super. Hey, here for the hot tea. Welcome. PayPal me. What? PayPal me. Y'all, I'll be with y'all in a minute. So, y'all, these YouTube streets is hot out there. Yeah, it's very hot. It's on fire. But y'all know what? I'm going to tell y'all something. It was meant to be something bad for Melody. That tape, the set, it was a setup. We do know that production probably was behind this setup with Karson. Whether she's innocent or not, that's not for me to judge. But I do know that it was meant to be evil. Because one thing Karson Blue said was that production paid me. Yeah, production paid her. And then she said their choice for her was to go to who hair, tisha. Oh, the millionaires can't afford their own hairstylist. She said that the rest of the people at the castmates had their own stylists, like Melody. Yeah, Melody had her own. Whatever these millionaires can't afford get their own hair did. But one thing Karson Blue said about the millionaire Scots, that was where production told her to go. That is what production paid her for, was to do this Tisha Scott hair. Another question I thought was interesting was the hairstyle. Do you suggest a hairstyle? And she said, yeah, but Tisha tell you how she want her hair did. So in other words, every hairstyle we see, I mean, absolutely every hairstyle on down to the color, she copies off of Mel, the person she say had a dark soul. Anyway, let me do house rules. House rules is everything is allegedly on this channel, you guys. Everything is for entertainment and educational purposes. Any music pop up, I don't own any rights. Everything is just my opinions, and all of my hosts and guests, there is just their opinion too. Grand Rising. Well, today we're going to be talking about what's trending. Y'all know what's trending in the streets. That is about this revenge porn video that Karson, what she really did was busted the behind the scenes of what was going on in this video. Because we already knew about the revenge porn because Melody made it clear, but she didn't go into details. I remember her texting revenge porn, really, when she was talking to Martel, she don't take kindly to threats, but promises. And then she said her lawyer was on dial 24/7, and she did turn it over to her lawyer. But we did not know that in the background what was going on, and that's what Karson revealed. A lot of you on here, y'all believe in your higher power or God. Y'all feel like God had his hand in revealing the other part of it, which forced Melody to come out to share with us that this man really did send her that tape. And then he said, and she admitted that yes, this what I do in the bedroom with my husband at the time. And this is how low he stooped right after something. They were trying to negotiate some co-parenting situation. And this is where he sent her, that he will say that she was cheated on him. Now, what's so interesting about that is that she blasted Tisha, her castmate. If y'all listen to her video, that heart, oh, that just really sunk my heart. And to see the hurtness and the pain in that girl's face. That's the same thing I saw when she walked through that door at that custody hearing, y'all. That was I saw the worriness in this lady's face about what she was going through. A lot of people were saying, well, she didn't get no close-up shot of Melody. And they were blasting me for not, talking to Melody or getting no close-up on Melody. Anybody with a passionate heart could not do that. You got to have a heart to put yourself in other people's shoes. There's nowhere in the world I'd be trying to flash a camera in this woman's face. And like she said, she was fighting for the time of her life. This was about her children. This is reality. This is this lady's life. This is not no reality show. This is this lady's life, y'all. But anyway, get back to what I was saying was that she said that they took this. Martel was saying that she was a cheater. Marcel said she was doing fellatio on the other men's. They took this, aka Tisha, aka her mama, took this and ran with it because they hate the girl so much. They knew that. They know that it was not true. They knew it was not true. Tisha, had the nerve to tell her, well, why would you have another baby by him? You had another baby and you knew he was cheating on you. And she also called her promiscuous on that stage when they were talking about at the reunion, when they were talking about that child, her children, addressing that issue about her children, them talking about her children. Tisha turned around and said, no, my mother didn't mean that. My mama was talking about her promiscuous. Y'all remember that? I don't say that too well, promiscuous, but y'all know what I'm talking about. Yeah, Melody blasted that. Melody, yeah, she put them on blast. Yeah, y'all took it and ran with it. Well, today we'll be talking about colorism. Y'all remember I was trying to start on colorism the last video, and I just couldn't get it together. I didn't download my video. But anyway, we're going to talk about colorism and its roots in racism. We are particularly focusing on the Black family, though we know that those Asians and other groups, they want to be like Euro too. I'll sing Asian. Y'all don't know this, but I got Koreans in my family. Yeah. And a lot of them try to look Euro. They'll try to, have their eyes unslanted in their nose. And a lot of these Asian people got, if you look up their history, they got a Black grandmama like me. Yeah. Y'all could click on my wrist, is like, my little granddaughter right there. She say she Asian, y'all. And I'd be like, what? I said, you not Asian. You not, well, you. Anyway, her mama is Korean, and but she claimed to be Asian. She don't claim her Black side, and she looked like me. with just she's not even, I can't even call her light skin. Nappy hair, long nappy hair down her back, but she says that she is Asian. So a lot of these Asian, they buy into this colorism too. A lot of them got black backgrounds. In fact, they are, if you look at their DNA strain is closer to ours than any other culture, whether they want to admit it or not. Their DNA is next in line. It's been the closest to black than any culture. Anyway, if you go over there and you know your history, blacks was the first one, the Africans was the first one to migrate in Asia. So a lot of Asians stem from black. I just want to let y'all know. Y'all don't have to take my word, just do your study. But colorism finds its roots in racism, because without racism, someone value. They can't say that they're superior, right? They're based their superiority on their skin color, not their talent or their DNA. This is what the pale face do, right? We do know that 99.9% of everything made and discovered and invented in this world is invented by black people, whether you're African Americans, African, just across the world. So when we think of racism in the United States, we think of anti-black attitudes or institutionalized process with whiteness at the top. That's what we think about. But in our community, it's in our community. I know right now I've been around people that favor their children, especially when I was growing up in Bessemer, you guys. Down there, they would favor the lighter skinned children over the dark children. And they be mothers that have birthed these children out their womb, but still they have this anti-black attitude about their children. Why don't you call that nappy hair? Oh, you too black. Oh, your nose are too wide. I heard that over and over and over as a little girl growing up. Then I told y'all about the cream lighting they got going on down there in Bessemer. But not only Bessemer, it's all over the world. When I look at these Nigerian movies, every last one of those women's on that Nigerian movies have bleached their skin. They bleach so bad till they look orange. And it don't look natural. I don't care how you bleach it. It's not going to come out look natural. Everybody knows that you are bleaching anyway. Ooh, thank you for the sticker, Miss Woe. But the preference for light skin continue in our community. It's evidence in the black community, and black people show a preference for lighter skin, especially when we look at the movies back in the day before James Bond came out with this, say it loud, I'm black and I'm proud. And before the Panthers came out with this, with the big old afros and the dashiki, that was when we started being proud to come out to say that we, of our skin color, and that we were black. But before then, every movie that you saw, the ladies were fair-skinned women. I mean, not to knock nothing against you fair-skinned people. This is not where I'm going. I'm not racist. I believe that you black, regardless of your skin color. But I'm just telling the truth. And then if you look at the rappers these days, they still got it going on. These rappers will go get a Puerto Rican girl or Asian girl or what have you before they would a beautiful chocolate sister, So a dark skinned individual not only faces discrimination from the Euros, but we're discriminated against in our own society. Preferences, you see a lot of black men that won't even go there. I'm gonna tell y'all something. That man I used to go with, the one that I wrote that book about Martel, he left me for a Euro, right? So he preferred Euro, but he was trying to hide it at the time because And back in the day, in the 70s and 60s, when the Panthers movement was so popular, you know, they would hide the fact that they had a European. But that's what he loved me for. And he called me the other day. He calls me through my Facebook, y'all, because he be seeing me on here. And that man, I can't stand that man. I was like 18 years old when I was dating that man. I am a new woman now. And to find out he got all these different kids by all these different women, and his heart was broken by the European. Now the European lady, he told me that she done left. She got a baby by his best friend, and I bust out a laugh because his heart is broken, and the baby that she got by him, she left the baby with him, so he raising that baby. The girl is a teenager now, y'all. But anyway, I just laughed. He told me, what you laughing at? What's so funny? I mean, you know, I remember when you were dogging me out. So now I'm just got to listen at your karma because you found somebody else that you wanted and they broke your heart. But one of the reasons for this favoritism is because Black people with lighter skin have more European features. So the lighter you are, the more European features you have, they're closer proximity to the pale face, right? So they think that is what's so beautiful. Then they come up with the one drop rule. We talked about that back from when we were prisoners. Y'all call it slavery. The right word is that we were a prisoner and we were held in concentration camps. That's what we were. That's all slavery was, when we was in concentration camp and we were prisoners. But the enslavement of African America brought us the one drop rule. It impacted our definition, impression of various shade. Now y'all know in 1662 was when the one drop rule was invented. Simply because these Euros was coming and you know what, taking advantage of the Black prisoner females and fathering children with them. So that was their way of getting out of paying child support. That was their way of claiming them as their children. And I tell y'all, they're the biggest deadbeat dads in the world. Don't talk to me. I don't want to hear now another article about my brothers are deadbeat dad. Well, you got to go all the way back to slavery, and all these children were left behind, you guys, until today they still got their seed going around here where the slave master was not claiming them. Deadbeat dads. That's why they invented the one drop rule. Well, the one drop rule dates back to 1662 Virginia law. It addresses the mixed race people. It asserts that anyone with one ancestor that is Black is considered Black. So here we go now. Now we're trying to do the reparation, right, y'all? So we have a lot of Euros that's coming forth saying that they deserve reparation to go way back when that they had one Black person in their family. So this reparation now, they're trying to claim to get on the reparation board with us like they did back in the day with the Indians, which they call them the $5 Indians, because when they were giving back the land to our people, giving away the land that they had stolen, you know, a lot of Euros came forth and claimed that they were Indians. Okay, y'all. Well, welcome. Let's get started. Hopefully I have a better day today. Yeah. All right. We're going to get started. I'm finna go to mine. Oh, yeah. Let me throw this link to y'all. I don't know if y'all going to come up and talk to me or what, but I'm going to put my link in here. And I did y'all see Queen Sheba, man? Oh, wow. That Queen Sheba got so much talent. That girl interviewed very well. But let me say this before I forget. I did go to Anthony Lofton video, y'all. And he interviewed Miss Carol. That was the Etiquette lady. And it was so much stuff that wouldn't show. Man, they must have been tore that place up. She said that if y'all go over there and watch it, she said that Stormy and her mother was late as hell. Yes. And she tried to just tell them, well, it's rude or it's not professional to come in late. She said Stormy and her mama went in on her, just snapped at that lady. They went in on that woman. That woman called hell in that room. And she said before Stormy and her mama came, everything was going smoothly. She was able to teach like she was. And then another thing that came into play too, that Tisha and Karson got into it too. Tisha and Karson was at each other's throat. They did not show that, you guys. Hey, Miss Tweety Bird. Welcome all you content creative. I don't see you. You're welcome, welcome, welcome. I'm welcoming everybody for their super chats, their cash app, my new memories. I'm just so grateful. But that's what I want to tell y'all. Y'all go over there. Oh, wow. I didn't know that she had went through all that because production didn't show all that. I'm gonna tell y'all some Stormy. Y'all make sure that y'all sign those petitions. You don't have to have it laid out to you. Just go to change.org, type in all their names, type in Stormy name, type in Tisha name, type in Carlos name, type in Martel name, and it'll pop up. And all you gotta do, it's so easy. All you gotta do is sign the petition. Just push your button. We have to do something about these people. So I heard some people say that petitions don't work, but they do. They draws attention, you guys. All right, here we go. Let me go on back to. I'm going on try to get to the program. Quit talking so much. Everybody, welcome, welcome, welcome. Demita Joe McCullen, hey, May, Rhonda, how y'all doing, Miss Denise? Everybody, hello, hello, hello. Okay, this first video coming up is Jason Lee and Claudia. They are colorists, you guys. Jason Lee is talking about this girl's skin color, Kenya Moore. Y'all know Kenya Moore is beautiful. But this coming from Make It Make Sense. We're talking about colorism right now, y'all, okay? And watch the rest. Nice young man, he really is. But Jason Lee shades Kenya Moore's skin. We're talking about colorism, you guys. Colorism. And he attacks her skin color. Now, Jason Lee has been known to attack African American skin color. Another topic would be, why do we allow these other ethnic groups to hijack our culture and get rich off our culture and then turn around and make fun of our dark skin and the way we look? Kenya Moore is beautiful, so I don't know why he chose this lady. This lady is stunning, even at her age now. I don't know if she's in her late 40s, early 50s, but she is beautiful.
Just sitting there waiting for when she had her luggage. It was Kenya Moore.
Why would Kenya Moore be outside looking sad at Neiman Marcus with her luggage?
This is make sense.
And yes, I saw. Well, I thought it was Kenya. Well, it was Kenya, okay. But I didn't know it was at first. When I did a quick glance, she had no beat on, and her skin is. And this is not allegedly. Kenya Moore's skin without makeup is really not cute.
It's not.
You've seen it without makeup.
No, I just know she has large pores. This is a Barbie doll. She is a black Barbie, even though we are.
So I am so glad that Marlo defended her. She is a black Barbie doll. This girl is beautiful. He's attacked, and this is called colorism. He's been called out on this before. And another lady that always been called out is Claudia Jordan. Oh wow, she act like she hates black women. I think Claudia is biracial, but Claudia been called out for her colorism at first. We're talking about colorism today, where lighter skin is preference over dark skin. Then you have these other ethnic groups that will come into the community, claim that they're black when it's convenient for them, aka the vice president. The vice president, she claimed that she black now, and she knew that black people control the Democratic, not control, but they vote Democratic. So now she's a black woman, and then on her birth certificate she's Asian, but she claimed on her birth certificate she's white, but she claims she's Asian sometimes. She's Hispanic sometimes, but she's conveniently saying that she's black right now because she can benefit financially, much like Jason Lee. And Claudia Jordan, I believe she is biracial. Cardi B is another one. So this is Claudia Jordan. I mean, she had went under fire. This is Hezekiah News. Claudia Jordan has been under fire over and over and over for shading black women's skin color. Yes, she have, you guys. Take a look at this. Yeah.
This is Claudia Jordan doing a special report for Get Entertainment. I don't usually do this, but it's for my friend Tina Davina. It's her birthday party. It's the all black everything birthday party. I didn't really think it's a good idea with all these black people walking around because black on black, it's hard to see. I can't really see who's who in all black. I can only see the beige people like Cecily, Jason, Janlin, kind of Tina.
And you see the other fair-skinned sister, I don't know if she Puerto Rican, black, or what, laughing about that. Yeah, we so dark, you can't even see us. Yeah, that's what she's saying. Black people with their dark skin. Jordan, it say disrespectful, RHOA, Claudia Jordan, this is dark skin. And y'all remember when she came from Nene, but Nene, shaded her back.
Myself, everybody else, I only see T the 9. So whatever, it's all good. It's her idea, it's her birthday. We are here for Tina Davina. It's her birthday. She's all black, everything birthday party. I didn't really think it's a good idea with all these black people walking around because black on black, it's hard to see. I can't really see who's who in all black. I can only see the beige people like Cecily, Jason, Janlin, kind of Tina, myself, everybody else, I only see T the 9. So we all black, everything birthday party. I didn't really think it's a good idea with all these black people walking around because black.
What she was saying is black people don't belong in here. I don't really think it's a good idea to have these black people running. They don't belong in this club. Only light-skinned people or Euros belong in this club. That's what she's saying, you guys. Claudia Jordan, you guys. And she has a national platform. If you saw her platform, you would see what the skin colors that she got on her platform. Not, Lisa Ray and all of them have some beautiful spirits. They're not like that. But I'm just saying, this is Claudia Jordan dissing dark-skinned people.
I'm black, it's hard to see. I can't really see who's who in all black.
And
I can only see the beige people like Cecily, Jason, Janlin, kind of Tina, myself, everybody else, I only see T the 9. So I only see
teeth and eyes. Y'all remember back in the day when they would make fun of us, they would put on these black face and put on these great big old false white teeth and make fun of black people. That's what they did, and that's what she's doing. And Jason Lee, he just dissed Kenya Moore, and we know, that's wrong. Colorism exists. Colorism, and she is bought into it. She feels like she's a yellow girl and that she is it. She is hot. When Nick told her, you've been passed around all through the industry. Nobody has never made you their favorite or their wife. And she's been married, I don't know if it was just a short time. For Kenya Moore, you guys. Y'all do know that this was Martel's first preference, but she rejected him. But anyway, this is about colorism, how he shaded Jason Lee shaded this girl's skin color. This girl's skin. Let's see it. Listen.
The land of liberty and opportunity. I am Kenya Summermore from Detroit, Michigan, proudly representing the USA.
And finally, Kenya Summermore.
Well, you were right, Angela. Miss USA has made the top 10 for the past 16 years, and Kenya keeps the streak going.
3 to go. Miss USA.
Myself as a plan. Everything that I do in my life, my goals, my dreams, my aspirations, I have to.
Sorry, y'all. This is Miss Universe pageant, but y'all do know that she did win the Miss USA pageant to go on to do the Miss Universe pageant.
Written down, I have to see them. So I have a plan for the week, the month, the year, everything, and I keep seeing
Miss USA.
Before I forget, I'm gonna tell y'all something. They had to up the age when they started allowing black women into these pageants. They did have an age limit cut off because, of course, you know, the Euro skin began to deteriorate at an early age. So when black women start entering these pageants, they did these European girls a favor because they had to up the age. You know, a 30-year-old black woman coming in the pageant could easily pass for like she's 18 or 19. So we did them a favor when they allowed us into these pageants because they were able to go back and get the skin anything they need to do to their skin and come in as a 25-year-old or 23-year-old, you know. So we did them a favor, but that's all I wanted to say. Black don't crack. Kenya is beautiful, and Jason Lee, this girl is stunning. I don't know. That's right, Miss Kenya Moore, you guys. Yes, Miss Kenya Moore was Martel's favorite. You guys, Martel wanted that girl, but that girl, Martel wouldn't have been able to handle Kenya Moore anyway. But she realized that this man just wanted to. She realized what he wanted. But anyway, we're still talking about colorism, right? We do know that the lighter skin tone children of the slaves and their master received preferential treatment, you guys. One of the reasons for this favoritism is because y'all know that they say that they had European features, much like Claudia Jordan. Claudia Jordan, historically, it's buying into her looks that she looked better than any dark-skinned people. We know that historically, lighter skinned aristocrat black engage in opportunities, hoarding practice to keep dark-skinned poor blacks from their social network. Now I'm gonna go there. I'm not shading this Tea Party, but the Tea Party back in the day was all that could come to the Tea Party was if you was a mixed race. Now, I'm not knocking the Tea Party, y'all. That's not what I'm doing. I'm just letting y'all know about history. History shows that those Tea Parties back in the day, they had to be light-skinned women, they had to be aristocrat, or they had to be biracial, but dark-skinned people, poor black people, was not allowed to practice in that social network like the Tea Party. Now, I'm like in the hood. I'm a hood type of person, you guys. I got a degree too. But I never left the hood because I know that I'm needed in the hood. Now I don't live in the hood no more. There's nothing wrong with, working your way out of there. But I don't want to leave no children behind. So when I was out there doing my community work, I had a lot of kids. I mean, a lot of them. And a lot of those church people would approach me about that. They had the 501c3. I didn't have it. I didn't have it because they would have been able to control me with what I can do in the hood with my children. So I did not want that. But anyway, so I did decide. Well, one lady was living in a neighborhood to do the program off of her 501c3 because she had no children, but she wanted to be able to make money. So anyway, I'm gonna tell y'all the truth. I was ignorant a lot about that 501c3. This woman taught me a lot in a bad way, though. Well, she was getting money off our children, and I did not know it. She was getting thousands of dollars off my children in the hood. I didn't even know it. Because a lot of times we didn't even have uniforms. I would go to Walmart, get everybody buy about 5 or 6 pack of t-shirts that come with like 5 or 6 in a pack. We would iron whatever design we want on it and put some blue jeans on, and off we go with whatever we're gonna do. So, and I didn't know this lady was getting thousands of dollars off of us off our 501c3. But anyway, she was considered to be aristocrat in the community. So somebody told her, bring them children to church. They were having tea parties in the church now. Bring those children to church. And they did not want my kids in church now. Let me tell y'all something. Them rich kids that raised up in the church was the baddest ass kids I had ever seen. I mean, they raised up in the church. Some of them are preacher kids. They were so bad. But anyway, I told them that you guys know y'all can't control me about this, what y'all want y'all. I'm trying to reach these children. I'm trying to educate these children with their Black history and build self-esteem up. Y'all want them to come into a tea party. You got to learn which way to put the fork. I'm so happy these children are dodging bullets at night, out there selling drugs, prostituting, or some of them is homeless. They not worried about which side that a fork go on. And that's what I had to tell them. No, y'all not finna use my kids just for no tea party. And then what happened was that I was not going to be able to do the Black history class, any class with these children, anything to lift them up for self-esteem. I was not going to be able if I joined them. And that's what they want to teach them, this etiquette thing, how to put the fork on the left side, how to take the little pinky when you're using your cup. I don't have no coffee cup. You got to put your little pinky up and drink your tea. I'm like, my God, this is not real. This is for y'all rich aristocrat people. This is not the life that these kids come from, you guys. They ain't gonna go to no tea party. They dodging bullets. They see death every day. They see somebody dying or their parents dead or somebody in prison and they homeless. This is what I was dealing with. I had so many homeless kids in my house. But anyway, let's get on back to the program. I'm just saying that tea party back in the day was for aristocrat. Dark-skinned people was not allowed at the tea party. Love you, Miss Carol, but it's the truth. It's the truth, Miss Carol, and you know that. Okay, let's get back to the next next slide. Ooh, Lord. Anyway, I forgot to put the house rules up, y'all. This just the house rules that I have to put up. share and subscribe. And don't forget our ancestors who died on the Titanic, Black Titanic. That's right, y'all. Don't forget to hit that like button, share, and subscribe. Don't forget that, you guys, okay? So anyway, this next slide we're going to do is part two of with Miss Michaela DePrince. Y'all know about they call her the devil's child. But I realized that I never did show y'all her work. She ended up being the ballerina. For those of you that know, she was her dad was killed, her mama was starved to death, and she ended up in an orphanage. She was number 27. They labeled her the devil's child. Nobody wouldn't adopt her because she had vitiligo, vertigo with a white dot skin discoloration. So the people label her a devil. But anyway, this is part two of Michaela DePrince. And she, of course, she would tell you that she experienced a lot of colorism. She is the best ballet dancer in the world, not just locally, but she still experienced colorism because she is not a fair-skinned sister. She's a dark-skinned sister. She said when she go look for a job, they will tell her you too dark, or they'll attack her body. You know, Black girls got big hips and big thighs. They will tell her things of that nature about her body. So she faced a lot of colorism also. This is Michaela video part two. Yeah, anyway, Yvette Bell, hello, how you doing, Yvette Bell? In Potential was, hey, hot tea, here for the hot tea, yeah. Welcome, all you content creators, everybody that's giving me cash app, super chat, any kind of cash, welcome. All my new subscribers and old
subscribers with Eagles. All right now? Hit the like button, share, and subscribe. This is Arthur Omer, and remember, eagles fly with eagles.
This is part two of Michaela DePrince, the little girl that was raised in a foster home that everybody said was the devil. She experienced prejudice because she had vitiligo, skin discoloration. She was number 27. But today she is a ballerina. And I can't help, her journey has been about colorism also as she goes along her way. She has experienced colorism, even though she is the best ballerina in the world. Part two, Michaela DePrince.
When you think back, what were your chances for success in this world?
For success, there was none. Absolutely none. The only way I could survive was to prove everybody wrong.
Over and over and over.
And that's just, it helps me to continue to fight.
To be honest, it's unbelievable that she's even alive today, let alone plastered on posters, collaborating with Beyonce, and performing on the world stage.
We traveled to Amsterdam, where Michaela DePrince is a star ballerina with the Dutch National Ballet. But the stories that play out up on stage, as melodramatic as they might be, can't even come close to Michaela's own miraculous journey of perseverance, dedication, and survival.
Michaela's story starts here in the impoverished African country of Sierra Leone. She was born in 1995, named Mabinti Bangura, in the midst of a civil war that killed thousands. Her father was killed by rebels, and her mother died soon after from disease and starvation.
I can't remember what my biological parents looked like. I can't really remember any happy moments.
3-year-old Mabinti was abandoned at an orphanage where she was treated like a pariah.
The women at the orphanage, they called you
The devil's child. They kept saying, why would somebody want to adopt the devil's child?
So they saw the pigmentation and they thought that it was evil?
Yeah, definitely.
Mabinti was born with the skin condition vitiligo. What she called her spots were the reason the adults in the orphanage thought she was cursed.
So they ranked us like number 1 was the favorite child and number 27 was the least favorite. I was number 27.
So number 1 gets the first dibs at food?
Yeah. First dibs at food, first choice of clothes.
So what did number 27 end up with?
Pretty much rags.
She had only one friend at the orphanage, number 26, also named Mabinti. She was way down in the pecking order simply because she was left-handed and wet the bed.
So you were tight?
Yeah. We were like tighter than peanut butter and like jelly. It was like, yeah.
Then one fateful day, number 27 made a random discovery that would change her life.
A gust of wind blew a magazine up against the gate outside the orphanage, and she found it. This is a copy of that magazine, and this image of a ballerina on the cover gave a desperately sad orphan something she'd never had before.
I needed this to come into my life at the time that it did come, and I needed to find something to give me hope.
She had never seen anything like it. A white woman in strange clothes, standing on her toes. Number 27 showed it to a beloved teacher.
And she explained to me she was a ballerina dancing ballet. And that's what I wanted to be, ballerina. And it was not just the fact that she's a ballerina, it's that she looks happy. And I wanted to be happy.
But that hope was smashed by unimaginable horror. She was about to endure something so tragic that the memory is still scalding. Outside the orphanage, rebels attacked that favorite teacher of hers.
She was pregnant, and they cut her stomach open because they had a bet. They wanted to know if it was a girl or boy. And so they decided to find out.
When Mabinti tried to help her teacher, a rebel boy turned on her, slicing her stomach with a machete. She was spared only because a night watchman at the orphanage begged for her life.
When I got stabbed,
Our kids dream. I don't know where my 4-year-old Amani want to be a ballerina, but she asked since she was like first started walking, she always wanted to be on her tiptoes. So I put her in ballerina class. This is her first day in class about a year ago. Ladies and gentlemen, this is the 4-year-old Amani doing a ballerina.
They're so cute.
Michaela.
When the music starts, it's time for class for these ballerinas at the Boston Ballet. It's 6.5 hours a day of training, dancing from their hands to their pointed toes.
Dancers wake up and the first thing they ask themselves, oh my God, how's my body? They're like, joints, muscles are beat up from yesterday, and then they get going.
Each dancer has a different story, but for Michaela DePrince, hers is about overcoming. Michaela was born in Sierra Leone, West Africa. She lost both of her parents during the Civil War at the age of 3 and was left in an orphanage where she says she was taunted, neglected, and abused.
It was a moment where I just felt helpless. I had nothing.
Ballet, she says, saved her spirit.
I felt like I didn't have anything to have a future or nothing to look forward to. And then I found this magazine in the orphanage, and it was a picture of a ballerina. She looked so beautiful and so elegant, and I just wanted to find my own fairy tale.
A dream come true when she was adopted by a family from New Jersey. Michaela showed her adopted mother the photo, and she enrolled her in ballet at the age of 4.
I feel like I didn't really give her a choice. I knew I wanted to do this, and this was my passion, and I had to make sure my passion would happen.
Passion and determination. Michaela worked hard to become a professional ballerina, something that's difficult to do, but she says it's even harder when you don't fit the mold.
There are moments where you feel like I'm not good enough, and I had a lot of teachers saying, well, we don't really believe in black ballerinas, or we think you're going to end up getting fat with big boobs and big thighs, you should just be a modern dancer. There was a lot of people who didn't believe in me.
Michaela is one of a small number of black classical ballerinas in the world. Plus, she has vitiligo, a skin condition that takes away pigment.
So that's what she suffered a whole lot of colorism, you guys. Colorism, you know, it holds us back in many ways because you already judged because of your skin tone. Now, in ballerina, you know, you used to see the fair-skinned blacks, if any, in the ballerina. But colorism is a big part of the African American life. She's not even an African American, just say black people life, but it's a big part of us, and it's something we never talk about.
She says she found strength through mentors and from watching those who danced before her.
I'm very lucky. Like, there was Lauren Anderson. I had somebody to look up to at Houston Ballet. Heidi Cruz at Pennsylvania Ballet when I was younger. There's also Misty Copeland. There's not a lot of us, but what I always try to think about and what my passion is spread more poppies in a field of daffodils. So to have more black and brown dancers.
Now, Michaela's perseverance paying off. Dancing on world-class stages from Johannesburg, South Africa, to becoming a soloist with the Dutch National Ballet, making a name that landed her in British Vogue, Nike campaigns, even getting handpicked by Beyonce to dance a solo in the Freedom music video from her Lemonade album.
I did not believe it actually happened for a while. I was like, it must have been a dream. It was an incredible, especially that whole opportunity just to be surrounded by so many black and brown, beautiful women, and having that. I haven't had that in my life a lot, and that really encouraged me. And to meet Queen Bee, it was just like absolutely amazing.
Back in the ballet class, Michaela is getting ready for her next performance, hoping her passion inspires others to go for theirs.
It's for the black and brown dancers for the next generation, and I want to...
That's right. Michaela, she's speaking out, black and brown colorism. It's Yeah, we have it, you guys, and that's something that goes on in our community. We don't like to talk about it. One of the reason I do know that Tisha Scott suffered from colorism bad. Her mama, she just getting lighter and lighter. She get lighter and lighter. She doesn't like her skin color. And one thing about Rhonda, her mother always calling people black. And it comes from a lot of chocolate women. I've had a lot of chocolate women discriminate against me when I want to do things, join a cheerleader. A black woman blacker than me didn't want me on the team because I was too dark. Homecoming queen. Black women's chocolate than me didn't want me to sign up for homecoming queen. So we do have these dark-skinned women's like Wanda that's in the community, dogging our children out because of our skin color. Okay, so I know y'all been waiting on it to the Love and Marriage Huntsville. Let's just get to it, you guys. I'm going to keep it running. This is Melody, and y'all probably already seen it, though, but we're going to talk about it. I haven't talked about it with you guys. Let's see what this is. Carlos and Martel, Melody, Karson. All right. So Melody just broke our heart, you guys. I know nobody could not watch that video besides seeing the pain that Melody was in. This is Melody Cherie. All right, you guys. Come on up, Melody. Here she comes.
Was that, right? So for a couple of days ago, for someone to reach out, because Karson, just so y'all know, she did reach out to me directly a few days ago. So if you think that she didn't, she did. She came to me privately and directly with the information. And I knew she was telling the truth. I knew she was telling the truth because, by the way, this was August of 2022, y'all. But I knew she was telling the truth because he sent me a screenshot from the video, and I remember the video. So I never in a million years would have thought that you walking away or leaving a situation, divorcing someone, that it will result in them going to the depths of the earth, all the way to hell, to try to literally paint you a certain way, make people believe that you're a certain way, that you're promiscuous, that you was cheating on them in the marriage. All of these things I've sat back and listened to and really chose not to fully address them because it was laughable. Like, it was laughable because I knew all of the untruths in it. But some people ran with what they thought sounded good and what they thought, because they don't want to like me for whatever reason, maybe because they think I act bougie or whatever. So they chose to run with this narrative that this man put out, saying all these things about me, going on national television, calling me a hoe, and all this stuff that I'm sitting back here saying, this ain't the truth. Like, stop lying. Only for y'all to see and for it to come out that this person will go to the lengths of asking someone to create a fake page as a man to drop the video me and him did and act like it's him, the fake man.
What is wrong with Nike?
We need some more players.
What about Jordan?
How the hell you gonna get Michael? He loves Adidas.
We've seen him go on this crusade to everyone on this show, to everyone in this city, people y'all don't even know about. We've seen him go on this crusade trying to make everyone think that I'm behind this and I'm doing this and I'm doing that. And again, I'm sitting back thinking, no.
Remember, the millimeters had to make Karson go to, she said Karson reached out to her a few days ago, 3 days ago. And she been hanging around the Scots so long. She was in with the Scots in California, but Mel did acknowledge that 3 days ago she reached out to her. 3 days ago the millimeter was on her ass, so she reached out to you.
Not accurate, but I just choose not to say too much until I want to say something. I want to go for a minute to what it would have been like had this video had gotten dropped. Because even though it didn't happen, in order to feel it and get it, we're going to put ourselves in those shoes of someone you were with for 14 years, who you share 4 children with, who continuously claim that they want such a positive co-parenting relationship, but is doing the things that are being revealed. Then I say this is going to be the live of Revelation today. That are being revealed. I ain't going looking for nothing. God continues to bring things and protect me. I didn't go ask nothing. I'm not going looking for nothing. But if you ain't learned one thing by now, the one thing you should have learned by now is God does not play when it comes to me. Period. Every single thing that has been sent out by the enemy to destroy, to deter, has always turned around and worked out for my good. Worked out for my good every time. So I have the text. I didn't go into detail of what was on the text when I did the post, but I'm going into detail today, and I'm telling you that what Karson said, she's not lying. She's not lying. I believe her 120% because I got the screenshot that he sent me in my phone, as does my attorney, right? So, that's one piece. When we talk about going to the depths, I'll be honest, I don't know what's your end game? What is your end game? Like, what is it that you're hoping to gain from this? What's your end game? Because see, another thing I haven't talked about, again, wanting so hard to try to make me seem a certain way. Let's go to this text message because I already sent it to my MacBook so I can read it. Hey TK, thank you so much. Also, wait to look out on that interview yesterday. It was amazing. She's going to be your co-host. The response is, now Martel, you gave this woman the limelight. Don't do that. You got a co-parent for the next 18 years. And she's in love with you. You should consider settling with the cream of the crop. Okay. That came to my phone. Y'all know who TK is? I bet y'all didn't even know he was behind that interview happening, huh? I been knew that he took and aided in this interview happening. Because what happened is my phone got blown up. I didn't know who it was. Then the text happened. And this is no shade to Tasha K whatsoever. I don't have an issue with her. Never have had an issue with her. But when I wasn't answering, I guess because I didn't know who it was, she said, happy Tuesday. I know you're laughing your ass off as you should. Martel upset that the world knows what he likes. Heads up, there's going to be a part 2 explaining my strategy for the interview. I said, oh, thank you for the heads up. Looking forward to talking to you in the near future. She said, best of luck on all your endeavors. Again, going back to the depths of what a person will do to try to turn people against you, try to smear your reputation, try to smear your name, knowing good and well that you're in the position you're in because of you. When does your healing start? That's my question. When does your true healing start? When do you start to really move on? When do you completely let go of the past and what was and move on and heal? When? Because that's what I've been doing over here. But when do you start to do that? My prayer is that you get there. My honest prayer is that you get there, that you allow yourself to get to a place of healing, because being in a place of healing, walking in that feels good. It feels amazing. And if I have been such a bad influence and I've been so terrible all these years, right? Then it should be, now that I'm not your life, you should be on top of the world. I don't know about y'all, but anytime I've ever released anything that was holding me back, I always grew to greatness. I always grew to greater. Anytime I removed anything or anybody that was holding me back, that wasn't contributing, that wasn't doing, I always rose up. So when do you start to rise up? Since I was, all of that. When do you start to rise up? When do you start getting up to the sky? On Delta, on something?
When you live with moderate to severe Crohn's disease or ulcerative colitis, your day can be full of reminders of your condition. You were...
I told y'all to be patient with me through this live today.
Yeah, we knew Karson was telling the truth because Mel had already addressed the revenge point. Our problem is, why did the millimeters have to force her into contacting Mel? That's the problem. Okay, you guys, that was very hard. Hold it. That was heart-wrenching, you guys. That was hard to watch. Anybody with compassion in their heart will... Ooh, that was hard to watch. And she said that it was like having, what is PTSD, you guys? Flashback, memories. She can't, every time she tried to move on, she says, here comes another dagger sticking her in her heart. But y'all did see her address that people took that lie and ran with it. Started calling her promiscuous, aka Tisha. Tisha ran that in the ground about this woman being promiscuous. And her mama did too. All right, I'm gonna keep it rolling. Let's see what's next. Y'all get ready to come up. I would love for y'all to talk to me. This gonna be the last one right here. I think I did. Yeah, y'all get ready to come up to talk to me because I want y'all to talk about this with me. I know y'all saw the interview with Queen Sheba and Miss Karson. That was a really great interview. Yeah, Miss Karson seemed like she's an intelligent woman, you guys. Carlos want the audience to know that Martel is misunderstood. So was he misunderstood, Carlos, when he sent those try to blackmail Mel with this X-rated porn revenge? What do you want to say if he was misunderstood? Then he didn't know what he were doing.
A lot of people talked about was the birthday party, the girl's birthday party, and how you showed up uninvited because when I say uninvited, I mean Melody did not invite you. And apparently, again, we'll talk about this more at the reunion, but the clip notes is she did not invite you. She said you could get the kids later.
I think she did invite me because again, I don't think my daughter Mariah. I don't think Mariah, my daughter, is going to lie on her mom to her dad. So I think that Melody told Mariah that your dad.
Blame Mariah. Oh, this grown man. This man. Blaming Mariah, y'all. He came because of his daughter told him to. Blame Mariah. He gonna let everybody except for him.
It can come. Behind closed doors, Melody wanted to tell Mariah to say that I can't. So she wanted to put in Mariah said that your dad can come, but then still keep me away. That's how she did last year. So that's why I said this year should be my year. Mm-hmm. Mariah said that emailed me. I got the email. He said, "Mommy said you can come to the birthday party, Dad." And I'm like, "Cool, I'm coming." You know what I'm saying? So I got my daughter them a gift, and I went. I went to the birthday party, and Melody, I felt that she didn't want to be there. I parked right beside her. I parked outside right there, well, a couple of cars down. She saw me. She passed by me. The kids ran over there and talked to me. So my thing is, don't make a big scene. If you say I'm not invited, or just like, hey, Martel, you need to go. She should have told me right then. Well, I parked right there beside her, but she didn't. So I came in, and as soon as I step in, then she want to say something, and I'm like, wow, my kids already saw me here, so I'll go ahead and I guess we probably had a little bit too much to say then,
Okay, well, according to Mel, she said that you knew ahead of time that you wasn't invited. Now, we do know that he has all those children phones. He can do what he wants to on those phones. He can send text messages from the phone, writing things like the letter, like, "Dad, are you coming to my birthday party?" And it was written too elaborate for a child, the way it was written. It was even written too elaborate, even for Martel. So seems like somebody else written that birthday, the little birthday text. Yeah, from her phone, the phone that you have, the phone that you own. But Melody said you knew ahead of time not to come. And then production again on it again, you guys, because they had a reserved parking space for this man.
But my thing is, I'm seeing people that you're not even friends with. I see family and stuff like that. Even though I know she put together this birthday party, but I'm the father. We're not into it. Anything like that. If I had a party, of course the mom can come. Come, you're the mom. This ain't about me. That's the thing. So for me,
according to Melody, he has not spent money on these kids a birthday party since they've been divorced. So that lets you know that Melody, while they were together, Melody was the one financially supporting these children. Let's keep it going.
He tried to make it about her. For some odd reason, she want to make it seem like daddy's not there, you know? And you having a party, a birthday party. She know I didn't have a birthday party planned. The thing is, you know, I know what Mariah wanted most. She wanted to go see it.
Why didn't you have a party planned, huh? Why didn't you? Because you were more than welcome to get the baby on her birthday. Why didn't you have a party planned? You had enough money to go to Atlanta. You went to Paris party. And then during the time, Melody would tell y'all that even on his off time that he don't supposed to have the children. She made arrangement for this man to come. He never showed up. And then come to find out that after the party, Melody called and says, I had a baby call and says, Dad, you can come pick me up now. He said he wasn't coming. I'll see you Monday. His work was done. He had caused that drama at that baby's party and his work was done. He was pissed off from the beginning because he wanted to tear this girl away from her own birthday celebration. He went and petitioned that to the judge now. To the judge. That's what he did. But the judge told him no. And then, for you pygmies saying that Melody don't ever cooperate, this man right here, it was not his week to have the baby. He's the one in violation, not Melody. But she still had to still fighting hard to let him see his daughter on her birthday. And for you pygmy, leave that woman divorced alone. She said the custody thing is over with. Leave it alone. Every time I watch it, make it make sense. He's over there still talking about this woman child custody place with that investigator or lawyer or something. I like you make it make sense, but leave it alone.
Favorite YouTuber. Like last year, I took her and Malia to DC because that's what she wanted to do. She wanted to do it again this year. So I got her tickets to Papa Raquel. That was her birthday. It was their birthday gifts right there. But again, anytime my kids are being celebrated, I think both parents should be there. I don't care if they're being celebrated in school, athletic.
Why? So you can act a fool? So you can clown and embarrass the children? That's why this lady don't like to be around you.
Yes. Birthdays, anything. We both should be there. And I don't think that we should have separate parties. To me, that's confusing the child. You know what I'm saying? Like Melanie and I, we get along with each other until we jump on TV or something like that. You know, she want to paint a narrative.
Yo, no. Listen at this narrative that he's painting. We getting along. Mel just told y'all, she seemed like she fighting a man every day. This man is so abusive. Look at what she just have to deal with him. After talking about co-parenting, what did he do? Send her a copy of their most intimate moment during their marriage and said he was going to expose it. You call that great co-parenting? I can't stand this man. Keep it going.
And I think it's very unfortunate, for the kids too. But I'm again to say it is what it is.
One last thing about that, then we'll move on from it. In tonight's episode, we saw that she was talking to Tiffany Willow and played something that alluded to you not being able to get your daughter later that day, although she said that that's what you wanted. So what happened with that in terms of you being unable to get her later that day at the day of her birthday?
So my thing is, it was more of the celebration, because I already knew that it was Melody's time for the birthday. It was her year for the birthday. She got the odd years out of the even year. I already know that. But if it comes into play where Because I mean, I didn't make plans to get her. She didn't tell me previously, Martel, you can go ahead and plan a birthday party for your daughter. You get on her birthday. She never said that to me. You know,
Y'all hear this grown man, this doting good dad. Melody never told him that he needs to plan a birthday get together for his daughter. Melody never told him that it's his child's birthday that he has to have something ready for, a gift or something. Oh.
we didn't even talk. You know what I'm saying? But my thing is, Mariah invited me to a birthday party. So, okay, I'm about to go to my daughter's birthday party. Period. It wasn't about me trying to have another birthday party for her outside of that.
Wow.
You know?
Wow.
So my thing is I wanted to see my baby girl on her birthday and wish her happy birthday, hug her and kiss her and wanted to just celebrate.
You had that opportunity, but you didn't do it. Why? This man is letting everybody know that he didn't care what for them. He done did his damage and he was satisfied.
In there, you know? So my thing is in terms of, she can't, my thing is, don't try to control me. You can get her at 5 o'clock. You go tell me right now I can get like, I have something planned or something like that, you know? So it's not like I'm gonna allow you to hold me hostages like I'm like a child or something like that. So I did what I wanted to do. I still would have loved to.
I did what I wanted to do. So he said, oh, I'm glad he said it, y'all. Listen, y'all, I did what I wanted to do. And that was go and mess up this girl's birthday party and drag Melody. That's what he wanted to do, and he did it. And damn his daughter. Because he could have got that little girl. I think it was. Damn his daughter. But anyway, Carlos just want y'all to know that this man is misunderstood. Oh, that's enough of him and his lies, y'all. I can't take him no more. Yeah, he said, Carlos, I couldn't even get to, I was going to try to get to that part where Carlos said that this man was misunderstood, but I just can't do it. I can't do it. I'm tired of his lies. Tired of his lies. Lie. That liar, they're going to set you on fire. Come on up, Miss Scorpion and Z. Come on up. Yeah, come on up, Miss Hopper. Come on up.
Hey, Black Titanic, how are you?
Okay, which one of y'all speaking?
This is Scorpion Miz. Can you hear me?
Okay, Miss Scorpion Miss, welcome. Okay.
Good morning, you all.
Okay, I see you and down there talking to some lady that feel like Martel should have some grace. Okay, go on.
Yeah, I'm not too big on giving him grace. I'm sorry, I can't do it. One reason I cannot give this man grace is because I see his motives. I see his selfishness. Everything he does is not for the benefit of his children. He doesn't care anything about his children. He's motivated by pure hatred of Melody. If he cared so much for, and I'm not negating the love that his children have for him. I know they love their father. Yes, they need their father, but if their father is of the mind that it's more important for him to take his ex-wife down, the mother of his children, what good is he? What good is it? What good is it to have him in their lives if he's hell-bent on bringing down their mother? I mean, really, what good is he? he does not care about his children. Because if he cared, if he's such a good and loving father, why did he send a sex tape, or why did he send that type of a tape to Melody so that he could control her and tell her to stop talking about him? Does a good father do that? I don't think so. So no. And I've seen too many times where we give, there's too many instances where young women, not even just young women, but older women also, they've been with these men and they have sat back and they let these men, run through them and bring their health down, trying to give them grace for the sake of the children, while he's out there running around doing whatever and not thinking about his children. He wasn't thinking about his children during the pandemic when he went out there slinging dinky. So where you all get this thing about him being such a good father is beyond me. I don't understand. I don't know what people are looking at, but it's a mess. It's a mess. So no, I'm not giving him grace for that. You don't get grace, because I've seen too many young women lose their life waiting around for a man to get his behind to the point where they think he's going to act right. And by acting right, I mean taking care and being a provider for his children, and not always out there bashing and talking mess about the mother and trying to bring her down. You're trying to take the children away from her. Children don't want to be taken away from her. So just for the sake of having a father around, you want the mother to be destroyed. You sound like these men out here who feel it's their right to unalive the mother of their children because they can't handle rejection. They can't. They've lost control. So now they don't care about anything. So no, he doesn't get grace. That's all I want to say.
Thank you, Miss Scorpion and Z. I agree with everything that you say, and we set the bar so low when it comes to black men. Some of these black men, Martel, have showed so many signs of violence. And what got me is when Mel said she feel like she fight a man every day. That hurt me because I have been had to physically been beat. Y'all, I used to get beat. When I say beat, my first husband used to beat the hell out of me. I had black eyes, busted lips, put in the hospital. And then MJ would be the older ladies would say the same thing that this Miss MJ is saying right here. You need to stay in because of the children. Then they would tell me I need to pray. I'd get on my knees and start praying. When the man beat me, he get even madder. He even start kicking me while I'm down on my knees. MJ, what you're saying is not realistic. This man is violent. This man is abusive, MJ. You don't want this woman to even be involved with this man. Unfortunately, MJ, there's a lot of women in our community that feel like MJ do. They feel like, let the man be a dad. You just shut your mouth, shut up, get beat, get abused, and just let him use you as a doormat. But anyway, thank you, Miss Scorpio MZ and Miss Hooper. Is it Hooper or Hopper?
Miss Hooper, how you? Good morning. I'm sitting here watching this chat, and then I'm also listening to the same thing. I do agree with my sister above what she was just saying. In this situation, I first want to address MJ, who seems to be a troll. This, in my opinion. If you pay attention to the comments, she can either be Tisha or somebody's Martel's one of Martel's women, or probably Martel in disguise. because I've been paying attention to what they're saying. That is a team on that side. So,
Yep.
however, so let me address you, Tisha, allegedly, Martel, allegedly, and the side people allegedly under the name MJ. What you're trying to say and advocate on the situation about Martel being a father and he wants his children, he has surely claimed you're saying that the kids love their father. We don't doubt that. Okay, nobody is on this stage or panel, nobody in this world doubting that these children do not love their father. Not one time has that been proven that they do not love their father. They love their father so much that he's using them to get at their mom. They love their father so much he has put them in a position to harm their mom, and they don't even know they're being used at this point. But he loves his children. He loves his children so much, MJ, that he's jumping in on a birthday party that he knew on the time that it was not his time to have them, to want to interfere to get this woman upset and get her off her game. So he proves a point. Now he don't want them right now, MJ. He loves his kids so much and he's not neglecting them so much. Then tell me why he put his hand on Tank. Why there's an order in place for him to have to get counseling that he has not done, MJ, that was court ordered and he has not done it yet, MJ, to take care of his kids. So if you're a father who's really trying to be there for your children, your ex-wife is a non-F factor. She's a non-factor for you if you really about that life, about these are my babies, this is what I want to do. I want to take care of my kids. I want to show this woman that I can stand on my own too as well. I don't need to bother her. I just want to do this for my children. But no, Dale did the same thing that I did with my children's dad at one point. I told him years ago when my babies were small, hey, let's not put these white folks in our business. You and I, let us do this together. You go ahead. I will get the clothes. You get them on the weekend. People always want to tend to child support means money. Baby, child support, let me tell you the definition of child support. Support your children by spending time. Support your children by mentoring to them. Support your children by being an advocate to teach them about the world the way Miss Black Titanic is teaching us. Because some of us didn't get taught this. So do that. That's what child support is. Child support is not, I need to get the bag, as I was told. I need to go get my weed, as I was told. I got to have my cars and my rim, as I was told. I said, okay, let me hurt yourself. I had to show him. I put child support on him so he go jump off the building. Because I had to let it be known, don't play with me. Because either you going to do or you not going to do. I don't have time to chase with you. Now, in the case of Martel, for you to sit up here and want to have a plot to put out your ex-wife's sex tape of y'all, that's sad. I had just spoke about this morning. I said, go ahead and make her more famous than you already have, boo. Because somebody else did that to Ray J and Kim Kardashian and see what happened to her. Now go ahead on and make her famous if you want to. Because all you doing is, for one, this happened before she did everything and got in the business that she in. Number two, it's not going to tarnish her image because she's sitting back and being the woman that God has ordained her to be, to not fight, because the battle is mine, said the Lord. So she's fighting a battle according to what God told her to do at the same time. So if Martel is such a doving, loving father and he's want to be with his children, why everything he's doing is resulting to harm Mel and harm his kids in the process and then lie on his kids? I saw the interview. How you going to lie on your baby and said your baby invited you? You have the baby's phone. Come on.
Yeah, he blamed her. Hey, you don't forget, Miss Harper, don't forget about how he took all the furniture. He didn't care whether they were homeless or not, wouldn't let them back in the house. They had spun air mattress, took the $1,700. This man he did that to his children. He didn't care whether they were homeless, whether they had the bed to sleep on, whether they had food in their mouth or not. And then this woman still was nice after she started back letting the kids see him. He couldn't keep his lights on. This woman paying the light bill.
Everybody, not only Mayor was doing, even Coleslaw was too. She was helping them out, but she was also putting them on blast. But everybody keep forgetting one major factor. When Mel went in that divorce court, she walked away from everything. She let him have it all. She walked away from it. She had to start from zero. All she had was her self-respect, her peace of mind, and her talent. See, when God bless you with a God-given talent, you can start from zero and start all the way up again, and that's what she did. You couldn't take her mind. You could take the material things, but you can't take her mind, baby. You can't take what God has given her. So she took one penny and turned it into some millions right now, and you're mad, boo. And if for 1 second, it ain't about that, hey, the millimeters are doing this and this, or we all advocating for male. It ain't about, if Mel was in the wrong, we'll all be on her tail too. But in this case, he's showing the world, he's showing us what he's doing. If Martel would get his butt together, stop being foolishness, messing with this woman, and leave her alone, then and show everybody, I'm finna go to counseling. Okay, Mel, this is what I'm gonna do with a mediator. If you don't want to talk to her, run away, because you know you have to earn her trust again. Get a mediator, you and a lawyer or something, and y'all sit down, the three of y'all, and say, and so it could be, a third party there to witness. Say, this is what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna get myself together, and I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna just get the children with a supervised visitation and sit with them for like an hour or 2 hours, just to do like this as baby steps. He ain't doing none of this. It's about how many women he can bed, who can do this, who can do that. See, if I really, 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 really want to, MJ, I could really put Martel on blast, and this ain't no legend. This is the facts. I have receipts dealing with him. So if I really want to put him on blast, I really can, because I still got my receipts from months ago and last year. So we're not gonna go there. So I really hope he would just sit here still down and leave this woman alone and then do what he's supposed to do as a man. Because when Kenya say he be in folks' DMs, Kenya DM ain't the only one he hit up. I'm gonna put it like that. You ain't the only one who you sitting up here trying to run these games with. And one of your words were, I'm looking for a woman that's gonna help me take care of my kids. If you don't go sit down somewhere, if you don't go sit down, once you found out this woman right here is going to law school, this woman right here has a real estate, working on her real estate license, and I'm finished enough to go take my test. Once you found all that out, sir, please. No. See, this is the type of men that they do. They want to go after women that has a mind and that has something going for them. But then at the same time, you're listening. Oh, she's going through something. She this and that, or this person. I ain't weak-minded by far. I might look it, but I'm not weak-minded by far. I'm just as good as Mel with that business sense. What see the difference between me and Mel. Mel was raised and trained and be elegant. I was trained hood and corporate. So I'm gonna go hood with you real quick before I hit you on the corporate. See what I'm saying? So you best believe that. I was raised by my father and my grandmother on my dad's side. My mom walked away from it. So I always tell people my dad was the female version of Melanie, and my mom was the female version of my dad was the male of Martel. My mom was straight hustler, straight scheming, straight all of that. Walked away, told people, "Oh, I want my children, but she didn't. Everybody else was raising her kids. My dad sit on the two kids that was not even his. And you know what my dad taught me? My dad used to be in the military. He said, "What you don't." He said they could take everything from you except for your dignity and your self-respect and your morals if you don't give it to them. My dad used to tell me, "You don't need a man to support you. You support you. What God has given for you and it was belong to you is you." That's what my dad told me when I used to cry for my mama all the time. He said, "You be a better parent than what you was raised on. Don't you do the opposite." And I always did the opposite. I am a loving mother. I was a loving wife until my husband flipped. And I'm still going through my divorce. And I talked to him this morning about that this morning. I say, it's amazing how you and Martel look like y'all twin brothers. I said, you cheated and you act up, but now you got what you want and now you don't want it. Why is that, sir? He didn't want to talk about it no more. I'm sure you don't. But I'm thank God that my kids are grown. They done got their own life. They have their own kids. So I'm dealing with my grandbabies, but at the same time, I'm still doing my businesses. I'm still fighting my breast cancer. I have podcasts I'm trying to launch. I have my own. I have 3 businesses I'm launching off the ground by myself, and dealing with real estate. And being in the state of Texas, we don't have to have a builder's license like Alabama. You see what I'm saying? So I had already investigated to come to Alabama, get a builder's license there, and go from there. Somebody got wind of that. Okay, allegedly.
Miss Harper, they got, oh wow, there's so much construction going up around here. I mean, you could really get rich with if you had your builder license down here. My soul just messed up. He should be a millionaire with all this work going on. Okay, go on.
And with that situation, and my thing is, I'm not saying we should everybody hate Martel. That's just a figure of speech, I feel, but he's making it very hard for people to like him because how he's targeting this woman. I say the same thing with Marceau. If Marceau would stop trying, let me show you, hurt people, as they say, hurt people, and sometimes I don't agree with that. I'm being hurt, but I've never hurt anyone. But I feel like Marceau has manipulated Tisha so bad and dogged her so bad, y'all. Who is the next closer to her that she can target, who she can harm, that she know for a fact that she can just throw the right dagger and it'll hit her and hurt her is Melanie, because
Thanks
she's
for this.
hurt.
Hold on. Thanks for the super chat, Soul Star Music Clover. Thank you. She said, I pray for Mel because I have lived through a case very similar. Joanne Harper. God-fearing family, unalive at the hands of a man who was a pillar in the community. So we thought. And Miss MJ or whoever you are, a lot of women's been unalive because of listening to people with advice like you about giving that man grace. Go on, Miss Hopper.
And honestly, y'all, I'm gonna say this and then I'm gonna let you take over, Miss Black Titanic, and I thank you. If I would have listened to my mom, because I was being abused by my children's father, and it took my aunt and my daddy to say, you a fighter, so why are you letting this man do you like that did? And I had to tell this man, let me tell you something, I'm gonna walk out this door, not roll. I'm walking. And it took me to have to stand up and walk out the door. But my mom used to tell me, oh, girl, shut up. Women get abused all the time. You take it. It's better to have a man, a piece of man in the middle than to have no man at all. That was her mentality. And I was like, are you kidding me at this point? So, my thing was, I can't believe she was tried to instill that in me. But then when it came down to the end of her life, because she's no longer here now, when it came down to her, the end of her life, she died alone. She suffered abuse from after man, and it was the mistress. My mom was the mistress. I refused to live like that. That's why my dad kept saying, you are a strong Black woman. You be the opposite. My dad is interracial. I mean, is a interracial child. He's had Black. His father was Caucasian. You see, and all of us from Mississippi, except for me, I was born here in Texas, but I was raised out that way. And the thing is, I have I had many different background and was raised differently. And the women that I've came across and some of the men that I came across, they all have said the same thing. Be that strong Black woman that you are. You never let nobody use you. You never let nobody belittle you. You never let nobody step over you, because you know your worth. Because if you start thinking what they're saying you are, you're going to believe that's what you are. And that's not who you are. And that's why I'm a fighter today. I pray for Mel. We trying to, everybody keeps saying on different platforms like, oh, we're gonna not claim that. It's not about claiming, it's the reality. Everybody around saying she has no protection. Everybody around saying this man is unhinged. What I do pray is, if she's planning on leaving, don't make an announcement, because we don't know what this man is going to do. If she planning on getting married or getting engaged, don't make an announcement. Again, we're dealing with a different type of narcissist that is on, he's on a I don't care, I'm going after the cops and all to get to you mode. He already let everybody know that he does. Yeah, they're protecting him, but that's why he always say he don't care about the police. He don't care about a court order, because he know he's gonna get vindicated no matter what he do. And that is sad. But right now, we all have been through it. You have probably seen somebody who's been harmed like this and this and that. However, the whole world right now are standing in the gap for this woman, and the whole world are planning. And I hope the judges and people are listening and people are recording so they can send this out and say, hey, this woman and her children really is in danger. What are y'all going to do? Don't make her a statistic. And then y'all want to all come out and say, oh, well, like I've seen before. I do advocate for black men, for men that's been incarcerated, or people who are wrongly secured. I will advocate for women as well. But if you right, you right. If you wrong, you wrong. Martel, you're wrong. You're totally wrong. There's ways to redeem yourself. Let her go. Go get the help that you need, but let her go. Don't take her from her kids. Don't harm her. You know, because it just let her go. Y'all had love at once upon a time. It ended. Let her go. He can be vindicated. He can be saved, but he have to want to help himself, y'all, and he don't. Not right now. He don't.
Yeah.
He wants her, and he wants. I truly believe this is like a Lifetime movie in real life. He can really just try to take her off. And if he can get a chance that he can get her by himself, where he can just literally take her and keep her, you would think, oh, he'll take her and the kids. No, it's male that he won't, not the kids.
Right.
It's male. And his whole determination is, if I cannot have you and make money with you, then you ain't finna make money with nobody else or without me. That's his mentality. And it's sad, y'all. I'm praying for this woman. I've watched, I can't really watch male live videos much now because it's hurtful. And not no disrespect for her. I'm with the baby 100%. But to see this baby breaking down, she's a wonderful woman. She's an awesome person. But she have not done anything so havoc in the way that this man has done. He has belittled her in the public. She has not disrespected this man until he started doing what he's doing, and she's still trying to hold grace towards him. She's still trying to give him because this is what she was taught, y'all. She was taught like this. Me, Miss Black Titanic, and half of the women there, we all different breed. You coming at me, I'm coming out. Oh, baby, I'm coming out with full blast barrels. Let's go. We can do this on Instagram all day. There you go, Miss Black Titanic. I'd have said enough. I love y'all.
Thank you so much. Miss Harper, you have anything else to say?
No, I just love your show. I love what you're doing. I want you to keep on being the powerful Black woman God has created you to be, the surviving woman that He has created you to be, to teaching the way you're doing, because I admire you to the fullest love. I admire you, my queen. I do. So I want you to keep on moving and keep on moving, pressing forward the way you've been doing, because you are informing all of us on stuff that we didn't even know about. So,
okay, Miss. You're welcome. Miss Gray, Brenda Gray, this is not a dig at you because you high yellow. All of my kids and my grandkids came out high yellow. But I'm just talking in general. This is the honest truth of how society treat the darker skinned people. Unfortunately, Miss Brenda Gray says, good afternoon, Oma and everyone. Speaking as a light-skinned Black woman, I have always treated badly by the Black community. I had nothing to do with why the Creator created me. Yes, I understand that. I've had my little grandbabies come home crying, saying that she looked like a Chinese. You know, she used to cry a lot, but, you know, we're all Black. You're right, we're all Black. But one thing that you did say that you don't know, you don't, this is what you've been taught, but according to the Black scientists, you said from time that God created, we all have the same gene, even those who think they don't. All races. No, ma'am. No, ma'am. No, ma'am. That's not true. You need to do your research. The Black woman have the Eve gene.
That's right.
No other race have this Eve gene. That means that we can create all colors of human beings. We can they go from the light skin, the lightest of the light skin, the brown skin, the dark skin, the albino. We create all colors of rainbow, and our DNA is different also.
That's right.
Our DNA, their DNA has sulfur in their DNA on the extreme. I forgot, what we got on our DNA strain. It's not common. It just,
Carbon.
but I do know that, yeah, we have carbon. You're right. We have carbon, electron, protons, neurons, and that's what makes up our melanin. But their DNA is something called sulfur in their DNA. That sulfur, which causes them to not be able to have all that compassion. You know, they're able to hang us, and then when they hang us while we're hanging up there, they can cut off our ear or pluck our eyeballs up. They're saying, the black scientists said that sulfur on their DNA causes them to be cold-hearted. So, no, ma'am, we're not the same. No, ma'am.
No.
You know, we've been taught that. We've been taught that, but you got to go do your own study. We're not the same, babe. Our DNA is not the same. Our genes are not the same. All right, now I'm gonna go. I got one more thing that I didn't show y'all. I forgot to show. I'm finna take you. I'm finna go do another presentation on this color. I think I forgot one tape. Man, I hope I'm able to find it.
Black Titanic, I'm going to drop down, but it was lovely to speak with you, and I appreciate you. I enjoy your channel and your content, especially the way that you deliver, you know, your message and the lessons that we so desperately need. So thank you so much. I love you.
Okay, thank you. I think I didn't go to the ending of this. Y'all seen this, but I didn't go through the ending of this video. It's one thing on this video, I didn't let it run all the way through. The one on Mrs. DePrince, I got to go to the ending of it. This is dealing with our Black children, how they feel about themselves. Because we're teaching the children that all races to be colorblind. So let's just see how it is affecting our children with teaching this. I hope it's on here. I tried it. I got to go all the way to the ending of this video.
Eagles flies with eagles. All right, now hit the like button, share, and subscribe. This is Arthur Oma, and remember,
y'all just bear with me. I seen it.
Eagles fly with eagles.
All right, let me see if I can pull it on through. It's on the DePrince bill.
Part 2 of Michaela DePrince, the little girl.
Oh, Lord, I hate I missed that. I may have to bring it back to y'all. Let's see what we have right here.
Parents during the Civil War at the age of 3 and was left in an orphanage.
Hold on, y'all. I'm trying to find that.
I just wanted to find my own fairy tale.
It's not on here. Why? Dealing with it is. Okay, we seen that. It's not on here neither. Man, I don't know why. Why do I keep on not putting that up? Okay, you guys, I'm gonna remove this.
Love and self-esteem.
I just keep on not putting that up. But anyway, it's on children. They did the dog test on the children. I don't know if y'all seen that, but that is the most hard things to watch. They have put some dolls in front of my children in elementary school, and they would say, which doll is the pretty doll? All our Black children pick the pale face. Which doll is the ugly doll? All our children pick the pale face. Which doll is the ugly doll? All our children pick the dark skin. Which doll is the smartest? All our children pick the pale face. Which one look like you? And they'll stall, because at that point they realize that they are that color that they picking that is not so good is them. So I was just trying to get that one out. I gotta find it. I have to bring that back. I must have been downloaded. But that was very, very, very important to see, you guys. You cannot teach our children that the world is colorblind. You can't. After all, they see when they go to school, the Euro superiority is put up there. After all you do is and they invented it. Look at who's the greatest person on this earth. Jesus. Like, daddy. Yeah. So we cannot teach that to our children. We have to teach our children self-esteem, to love themselves while they are, when they're big enough to walk and talk. We have to start instilling that system. I don't allow no white girls in my house. They're not allowed to play with. They're not allowed to hang no white Jesus on that wall because it messes up with their self-esteem. And you're not being a racist doing that. What you're doing is trying to teach them children self-love. When they go out in this world, when they sit down and watch TV, when they sit down and go to school, everybody's superiority is put up front. When they come home, you have to deprogram that. So your children will grow up feeling good about themselves. And don't get me wrong, I did never say I don't allow my children to play with no white dolls or white people. They don't play with no white dolls. The white people be around white people or anything like that. That's not what I'm saying. I'm saying in your home, you have to start having black images in your home. You have to show your children black images so they can feel good about themselves. So if they sit down and they have that doll test and they say which one of these dolls is the most smartest, they gonna pick themselves. They not gonna pick that you. So that's what I wanted to show y'all. I wish I could find it. It is devastating. Wow, it is something. But I'm coming back with it. So anyway, I'm gonna say goodbye, but I'm gonna give everybody a shout out. Thanks for the super chat. And I'm gonna put my cash app in here before I go in case one of you want to send something. I do PayPal. And I want to thank everybody that y'all know how y'all contribute to the channel. Even just sharing, even just clicking like. Oh, and thanks to all my new members, my new subscriber, old subscriber, Brenda Gray. Thank you, Brenda Gray. She said God created everybody. And who is Brenda Gray? And I thank all of you guys for your feedback. You know, Victoria, Soul Star, Music Over Signal Cash App. Hey, ADR, Yolanda Rail, Victoria, Greta Lee, ADR, Soul Star Music, Greta Lee, who else? Miss Denise, MJ, what you read? I think let me put this over MJ. I think Melody is aware of everything she needs to know and is having a pleasure. Have a great day. Oh, she does. I miss MJ. Okay, who else did I miss? In particular, MJ, she's busting that child. That high for Martel, y'all done hit a nerve on MJ. Y'all stepped all on her nerves talking about her Martel. In particular, Scorpio MC. Thank you for coming up, Scorpio. Sheila Williams. Let's put Sheila Williams up. And say the neuropath in me, he wasn't invited before the day of the party. Yeah, and Carlos always trying to clean stuff up from him. Carlos is saying that, he just misunderstood. Okay, you guys, I didn't call anybody's name. I'm sorry. Victoria, I think I got you. And thank y'all. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Y'all enjoy the rest of the day. Okay? Bye.